this meeting to order with the pledge of allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call.
Johnson. Johnson absent. Browstup absent. Thompson absent. Johansson here. Hawley absent. Poulos here. Vieta here. Bellato here. Rita absent. Donahue absent. Carr here. Slattery here. Osling here. Pittman here. 8 present.
Thank you very much. We move on to the presentation of journal proceedings. I need a motion to approve the city council minutes for the date of April the 11th, 2017. I got a motion by Alderman Carr, second by Alderman Slattery. Any comments? Roll call, please.
Johansson.
Yes.
Johansson, aye. Poulos.
Aye.
Poulos, aye. Vieta.
Aye.
Vieta, aye. Bellato.
Aye.
Bellato, aye. Carr.
Aye.
Carr, aye. Slattery.
Aye.
Slattery, aye. Osling.
Aye.
Osling, aye. Pittman.
Aye.
Pittman, aye. 8 ayes.
Thank you very much. Council.
You are all welcomed as observers to tonight's meeting. You are politely reminded that the purpose of the meeting is for the deliberation of the City Council and the Mayor regarding city governance and business. If you intend to speak, please, once recognized by the Mayor, approach the podium, announce your name and address. Please be further advised, comments may be limited to 3 minutes or forwarded to the appropriate city personnel for a follow-up.
Thank you. Anyone? If not, we move on. Report of city officials, presentations, resolutions. We open the hearing regarding the annexation. And I want to give the address located at 3415 West 127th Street, Cook County, Illinois. Mr. Jason Berry.
Thank you, Mayor and City Council. Before us tonight is a proposal to annex a portion of property into the city of Blue Island. The land is at the southwest corner of 127th and Holman. It had been last used by Sterling Lumber Corporation. It's an unincorporated work township. The other 3 corners are in Blue Island there, but this one was not. We're approached to annex this property by Musket Corporation. Musket is a manufacturer that makes DEF. It's a treatment for diesel engines, non-hazardous, non-flammable. It's required by the U.S. Clean Air Act to be added to diesel engines to take pollution out of diesel exhaust. In November 2016, myself and Alderman Hawley visited the nearest DEF plant that Musket owns down in Memphis to give it the literal sniff test and to hold the product in our hands and come back and report that it's not only a good product, it's a great company. We actually met, not surprisingly, a guy that graduated from Blue Island High Schools while we were down there who was working at Musket. So we welcome them to come back to Blue Island. Musket is a subsidiary of Love's, and they serve Love's travel stops. They'll create a small number of jobs, about 5 full-time jobs, plus the construction jobs and etc. The Community Development Department favors the annexation because it offers the City of Blue Island zoning control over the site, which we never had. It requires it to be developed to Blue Island building standards. We use 2012 codes, and Cook County uses 2009, so there's a discrepancy there. It gives us control over licensing and code enforcement, and most importantly, it brings property tax revenue to the city. It will bring licensing revenue to the city, and of course, fees through building permits and such. So if you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them.
Alderman, go ahead.
Is there a fire chief signed off on this?
Oh yeah, they follow 2012 NFPA codes. I was just talking to our fire prevention officer, Joelson, on the way in, and so he's been in touch with them throughout this. They have to provide a material data sheet that shows that the product is non-flammable. DEF is like 70% water.
Thank you.
Any other questions from the Alderman? Any questions from the public? Anyone? Thank you, Jason.
Yes.
I will then close the hearing at 7:09 p.m. I need a motion to approve the ordinance annexing Musket property located at 3415 West 127th Street, Cook County, Illinois, to the City of Blue Island. Motion by Alderman Poulos, second by Alderman Bellato. Any questions? Roll call.
Johansson.
Aye.
Johansson, aye. Pulos.
Aye.
Pulos, aye. Vieta.
Aye.
Vieta, aye. Bellato.
Aye.
Bellato, aye. Carr.
Aye.
Carr, aye. Slattery.
Aye.
Slattery, aye. Osling.
Aye.
Osling, aye. Pittman.
Aye.
Pittman, aye. 8 ayes, Your Honor.
Thank you very much. Now let me move on. Mr. Burns, would you please come to the podium?
That's you,
And since we have the staff here, we have former Mayor Falopin here, former Alderman Marshall Stone. Why don't you, all of you, come up with him so he doesn't feel alone up here by himself? We're gonna have you turn around so you can face the public. And we'll wait for everyone to show. Come on. Before you Alderman? Everyone? Thank you. So we're here this evening, again, another memorable day here, evening here in Blue Island. It's a resolution honoring Eddie Burns and E&B Auto Parts for their 40 years in business. And it reads as follows. Whereas E&B Auto Parts was a small family-owned business that began in 1977 at 85th and Halsted in Chicago. And whereas E&B Auto Parts relocated to Blue Island in 1985, buying a location at 13538 South Western Avenue. And in 1977, Eddie and Tony Burns ran the family business for 40 years until his retirement in 2017. And whereas E&B Auto Parts are members, or we're members of PTROI, which is Professional Towing and Recovery Operators of Illinois, also members of ARA, Automotive Recyclers Association, also member of ARAU, Automotive Recyclers Association University, and has belonged to the Blue Island Crestwood Rotary and to the Blue Island Chamber of Commerce. And whereas E&B Auto Parts has been able to assist in the safety training of our fine Blue Island firefighters through the donations of hundreds of vehicles, helping to ensure their proficiency for the safety of the general public. And whereas working with the Blue Island Police Department, they assisted in the removal and disposal of hazardous vehicles, as well as those involved in accidents, ensuring the safety and security of the vehicle owner. And whereas E&B Auto Parts proudly supported Blue Cap School, the Blue Island Fire Department, the Blue Island Police Department, Blue Island Kiwanis, Blue Island Park District, the Girl Scouts, School District 130, School District 218, Heritage for the Blind, and many, many others. Whereas after 40 years of doing business, Eddie Burns has respectively retired and E&B Auto Parts has closed its doors. And now therefore be resolved by the mayor, myself, Domingo Vargas, and the city council of the city of Blue Island, county of Cook, and state of Illinois wish to extend their best wishes and congratulations on their 40 years of doing business. We would like to thank Eddie Burns and E&B Auto Parts family for their dedication and generosity to the city of Blue Island and wish them well in their future endeavors. And I'm going to need a motion.
Yes.
By Alderman Osling, second by Alderman Johansson. Any questions? Roll call, please.
Johansson.
Aye.
Johansson, aye. Pulos.
Aye.
Pulos, aye. Vieta.
Aye.
Vieta, aye. Bellato.
Aye.
Bellato, aye. Carr.
Aye.
Carr, aye. Slattery.
Aye.
Slattery, aye. Osling.
Aye.
Osling, aye. Pittman.
Aye.
Pittman, aye. 8 ayes, Your Honor.
Thank you very much. Mr. Burns, or Eddie, again, thank you for everything, your service you've done for this city. Even me personally, with my vehicles. You've always been there. You've been the knight in shining armor, always. And again, we're going to miss you dearly, but you will never, and I repeat, you will never be forgotten in the city of Blue Island. Thank you.
I just want to say thank you, and it's been a pleasure working in Blue Island and living in Blue Island.
Before Eddie leaves, let's get all the aldermen who are clear, elected officials. We have one big, massive picture, and the staff. Mayor, aldermen,
whole big group shot.
All the family and friends of Eddie. Please.
I'm going to be at the Shanghai. Get them all in, Michael?
You gotta move in just a little bit closer.
A little tighter here.
All right, we don't bite.
A little bit.
All right.
All right,
Go, Michael.
you gotta move in a little bit, George. All right, we're ready.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Cheese.
Okay.
Got it?
Thank you very much.
Thank you
All
again.
right.
Congratulations. We have a busy evening here. As we all know, we have champions in Blue Island. Not that long ago, we had the hip-hop dancers for Dwight D. Eisenhower, national champions. Okay, so we gotta give them a big round of applause again. But today, this evening, we're here to recognize another group of champions. The recognition of the St. Benedict School Senior Band, which took first place honors at the Catholic Band Directors Band Festival. So I'm going to have those members come up here, the director, all come up, please. And we have Mr. Bill Gula, correct? Mr. Gula, why don't you let the people here who are present and the people who are seeing us at home what this all means and how you got involved in this band festival.
Thank you so much, Mayor, and thank you also to the City Council for providing this honor for our students at St. Benedict Grade School. For many years, St. Benedict has been a viable institution in the community of Blue Island, and the students have all participated in many different activities throughout the years, and band, of course, is a very big part of the arts program at St. Benedict. And so on April 1st, we entered a competition along with about 9 or 10 other schools, Catholic schools. The competition was held at Mother Macaulay High School, and we played 2 numbers in front of a panel of judges, and we were ranked first place for the day. So we are very, very proud of our senior band members here today with us, and we have our trophy for you on display. So thank you once again, Mayor, very much.
Thank you very much. Before we leave, I have some recognition, some certificates. I'm missing one, and you're going to have to blame me. I left one at City Hall. But with that, you're all invited to come and visit us at City Hall, and we'll take you out to dinner on me. So we'll just have to pick out the date. We'll all get together, all right? So, council members. It reads as follows. Presented to Mr. Bill Gula. In recognition of leading St. Benedict Band to a first place finish at the Catholic Band Directors Band Festival, hosted by Brother Rice High School and Mother Macaulay Liberal Arts High School. And this certificate goes to you. Thank you. Next is presented to Liliana Watkins Roden. In recognition of your first place performance at the Catholic Band Directors Band Festival, hosted by Brother Rice High School and Mother Macaulay Liberal Arts High School. Liliana, congratulations. This is presented to Alejandra Panaranda. In recognition of your first place performance at the Catholic Band Directors Band Festival, hosted by Brother Rice High School and Mother Macaulay Liberal Arts High School. This is presented to Victor Fernandez, again, in recognition of your first place performance at the Catholic Bands Directors Band Festival, hosted by Brother Rice High School and Mother Macaulay Liberal Arts High School. Congratulations. This is presented to Alejandro Rivera, in recognition of your first place performance at the Catholic Bands Directors Band Festival, hosted by Brother Rice High School and Mother Macaulay Liberal Arts High School. Missing one, but again, presented to Mateo Acosta in recognition of her first place performance at the Catholic Bands Directors Band Festival hosted by Brother Rice High School and Mother Macaulay Liberal Arts High School. And you young man, this young man's name is? Jacob Reyes and I go back every Sunday morning at St. Benedict's. He's a server there. He's very, very, very much involved in activities around Blue Island, correct? And in fact, I just saw you over the weekend because your older brother, correct? Is he in the Marines or is he Army? Army. He came and threw out the first pitch at Tri Field. So what an honor it was to be amongst him and he representing all of us in our country. But this young Reyes, again, is very much involved. St. Benedict student again. Pardon me, forgive me for not bringing the certificate, but again, you are here and we very much appreciate it. Again, congratulations. All I'm going to ask again, this is a once in a lifetime situation. Again, we have to honor this thing. Pictures.
Go ahead, get in there.
There you go. There you go. There you go. And a count of three. 1, 2, 2, 3. Cheese. 1, 2, 3. Got it? Congratulations.
Let your young people enjoy.
Mr. Brown, to the podium. Mr. Brown is again. I'm going to call you a lifelong resident of Blue Island. Sure. Okay. Close enough. He's going to give us information regarding the Dragon Boat Festival, which is going to be held on the CalSag on June the 3rd, 2017. Mr. Brown, the mic's yours.
Thanks. Now I can't read off my thing because I feel weird looking at everybody. And I just wanted to first thank everybody that's been working with me and my wife. Everybody at the city's made this process as easy as it possibly could be. John Rita, Chief Cornell, Jason Berry's done a ton, Mark Miller, Mary, been really helpful. Randy, just a lot of different people, but I just wanted to thank everybody really quickly. Now I'm going to read because I can't talk in front of people. We've been collaborating with city officials and the Metropolitan Water Reclamation District and ComEd, actually on two pretty big events that are coming to town in June. The Chicago Southland Dragon Boat Festival that the mayor mentioned, and the Blue Island Vintage Baseball Festival that's taking place on June 17th, and the Dragon Boat Festival is on June 3rd. The sites for each of these events have brought their own sets of challenges, but with a ton of help from everybody at the city, we've been able to coordinate with MWRD and ComEd to navigate through all kinds of legal problems, well, not problems, challenges, I would say, to make these events possible. There's a lot of red tape to go through, and without their help, we wouldn't have been able to pull that off. So again, I thank you guys. But I wanted to invite everybody, the City Council, the entire community, to each of these events. Again, the Dragon Boat Festival is on Saturday, June 3rd, from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the Waterfall Park. And the Vintage Baseball Festival is on Saturday, June 17th at 1 to 3 p.m. At the site of the old Blue Island Gas Works. That's at the corner of James Street and Ann Streets behind the First Lutheran Church. This is basically a neglected, unused property for a long time. It's a really, really cool spot, and we're just trying to bring some use to it. All the funds generated from that event are going to benefit the Historical Society, so it's a good event. Just want to thank the city again. There's a lot of other things that we have going on. If anybody has any questions about the Dragon Boat Festival, you can ask me after the meeting. I have a lot of pamphlets in the back at the table there you can check out too, and kind of get an idea of what the event's all about if you don't quite know. So,
Why don't you give them an explanation what the Vintage
Oh,
game
yeah.
is all about?
Yeah, so it's a baseball game according to 1858 rules. So the very beginnings of the game, we wear old-timey uniforms. You talk as period correct as possible. We use equipment that was used back in 1858. So yeah, we try to educate people on the beginnings of the game and how it came to be, you know, the game that we know now. It was quite a bit different back then.
And no swearing, right?
No. If you swear, you get fined 25 cents, which is a day's wages in 1858. And our umpire actually kind of likes to take that to the extreme. It pretty much fines everybody for anything that he can make up. Yeah, so it's a fun time. It's a really fun. And the team that we're bringing in is from Hobart, Indiana. They're playing a bunch of people that we've collected from Blue Island to play here. The team from Hobart, the Grinders, are a very well-known vintage baseball team throughout the country. They put on a really, really great program, so I just hope that we can hold up our end of the bargain and be half as entertaining as those guys are.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Mayor's announcements. Let me go the following. And again, I'm going to take any complaints now, and I mentioned this 4 years ago regarding construction in and around Blue Island. This coming spring, this coming summer, this coming fall, there's going to be a heck of a lot of construction around the city of Blue Island. To start, Broadway from Ashland to Francisco. That hasn't started already. I think they're starting May the 1st, but I think the preparation for that, for the resurfacing of Broadway from Ashland to Francisco. If you've driven up at 119th and Western, you've seen that they're remodeling, renovating the McDonald's, okay? Again, you've seen the blockage of lanes on Western Avenue from 119th to 127th, and I think just 2 days ago, they went from 127th to Grove. They've been televising and lining the sewers to get that ready for the streetscape. Also, they've done the markings. IDOT has helped us do the markings of the street markings from 119th all the way to 127th, and then they're going to continue going all the way south from 127th to Grove. So that's a major improvement there. You've seen the banners up and down the business district. Again, I want to thank the community development, the businesses that were involved in picking them. It means a lot. It makes a major, major difference up and down Western Avenue regarding that. The building across the street. There is a building right now that you see the sidings off across the street from the firehouse. And I'm going to give a little explanation what that means. It's going to go up for demolition. In fact, they're going to start tearing some of the stuff, the interior of that building, starting tomorrow. The City of Blue Island is working in tandem with the South Suburban Land Bank and Cook County Sheriff's Office to address vacant and abandoned distressed properties throughout the city. This is the first, and I repeat, this is the first of a number of properties we're working on to relieve the city of these blighted parcels. The deconstruction of this property is scheduled to begin as early as tomorrow. So, and eventually, that location will be a future building that would host BESS, old BESS, and fire equipment and apparatus from years past. Almost like a mini museum from the Blue Island Historical Society. So that's coming very, very, very soon. Let me continue with this. We also got recognized, in pardon, Alderman, that I have my back to you. On behalf of the Arbor Day Foundation, I want to write and congratulate Blue Island on earning recognition as a 2016 Tree City USA. Residents of Blue Island should be very proud to live in a community that makes the planting and care of trees a priority. Blue Island is one of more than 3,400 Tree City USAs with a combined population of 140 million people. The Tree City USA program is sponsored by the Arbor Day Foundation in partnership with the U.S. Forest Service and the National Association of State Foresters. As a result of your commitment to effective urban forest management, you already know that trees are vital to the public infrastructure of cities and towns throughout the country, providing numerous environmental, social, and economic benefits. In fact, Trees are one piece of community infrastructure that actually increases in value over time. We hope you're excited to share this accomplishment. Enclosed in this packet is a press release for your convenience as to prepare to contact local public and media. Again, it's a major accomplishment, and we want to thank them for recognizing us for, again, on Arbor Day. Another piece of information is the following. Alderman Johansson, could you come down here, please? Do you mind standing right here next to me?
Yes, sir.
Alderman Johansson and I have known each other for many, many, many years. In fact, you probably saw me growing up, correct?
Our families crossed your families many times.
Correct. In fact, Alderman Johansson, when I ran the first time as alderman, was there, walking side by side, introducing me to people in the 7th Ward, street by street, doorbell by doorbell, door by door.
I was a lot younger then.
Very dedicated man, very dedicated to his family, very dedicated to his community, veteran, involved in a lot of community organizations, not only here in the city of Blue Island, and well known. We share a mutual friend who is a judge now at 26 in California, Judge Vincent Gaughan, who's a highly decorated, I think the highest decorated Vietnam vet in the state of Vermont.
Yes, he is.
Correct? And I saw Judge Gaughan the other day, and I mentioned to him that I was going to see you again this coming Tuesday, and he sends me your regards. And the reason why we're here is the following. You took over the role, not only the 7th Ward Alderman, from myself, the late Alderman Elton, with the candy. As you see, ladies and gentlemen, and young adults, there's candy and water. This man provides the city council, and that used to be done by Alderman Elton and myself, but more Alderman Elton, and you took the reins and you ran with it every Tuesday, correct?
I didn't realize it was part of the job description, but I did it.
It's been an honor. Again, you decided not to run again, correct?
Correct.
You retired winning, correct?
I think Blue Island is one.
Your dedication to this community has been tremendous.
Thank you.
To you and your family. Very strong man, devoted to his family, to his wife, etc. And we have a little gift here for you. Alderman, would you join me, please? In fact, this is the following. It's presented to James Johansson, Alderman, in grateful appreciation of your years of outstanding service, and I repeat, service and devotion to the city of Blue Island. And it has the dates, 2013 to 2017. Alderman Johansson, what an honor as the mayor of the city of Blue Island is to give you this as a symbol of your dedication to our city. And thank you very much for your service, not only as an alderman, but as a true friend of the city of Blue Island.
Thank you, Mr. Randers. Thank you.
First of all, I want to thank the residents of the 7th Ward, the old 7th Ward, that had the confidence to elect me 4 years ago. But I'm encouraging everybody in Blue Island to do your part. I served on the school board of District 130 for 5 years, the planning commission, the police pension board, alderman, but John Q. Citizen is an important role too. And I really encourage you to do what you can do in your neighborhood. I lived in the same home all my life. I thank my dad and my mother who came from Morgan Park in Beverly back in 1946. And my wife, a lifelong Blue Islander, also stayed. We raised 4 children, sent them through District 130 schools, on to Marist, on to University of Illinois. Do what you can do in your neighborhood. Know your neighbors and work for this community. We've got a great community. My dad's parents came from Sweden. My grandmother came from Scotland. My grandfather from Holland. My wife's family came from Germany. This Blue Island is our community, and it's been a great community for a lot of generations, and we can make it great. And with the help of Mayor Vargas and this team that you have, I've never seen our community back on track as well as it's been this last several years, and there's so many good things coming. I welcome Bill Fairwald, our next alderman. He will do a good job for Blue Island as well. Thank you.
Nancy, get it.
Thank you very much.
In fact, I'm going to open up the mic to the alderman, because you're not going to get off easy either, to make some comments regarding, good comments, about Alderman Johansson.
It'll be a short meeting now.
You can go down the line. Alderman Slattery?
I just want to say that it's been a pleasure working with you. You've been nothing but accommodating and wonderful to my family and I. So, and I have a passion for it. You have nothing but things to say about yourself.
Thank you.
Jim, it's been an honor to have you on Public Health and Safety. You asked all the questions that might otherwise slip through the cracks. Jim always asks on every hire, are they bilingual? Last week we told him, yes, the woman speaks English and Greek. So she's bilingual. I don't know what I'm going to do. No one's going to call me the queen once you're gone.
I'll still bring you some chocolate.
And no one will bring me chocolate. So I'm really going to miss you, Jim.
Thank you, Alderman Carr.
I've known Jim for a good many years, other than being on council with him. And whatever endeavor Jim puts his mind to, you can bet it's going to be a success. Congratulations, Jim.
Thank you, Alderman Pippin.
Alderman, I like the fact that you're Swedish. And I'm going to miss you. It's been an honor serving with you.
Thank you, Alderman Aslan. It's been an honor to serve with you.
Thank you.
Alderman Rita, go back. Okay. We'll go up.
Alderman, I'm going to miss you. It's been an honor, as everybody has said. I've known you a very long time. I've known my mom and dad. And we're going to miss you. Thank you.
I'll be in some of the meetings. Just keep an eye on the finances.
Oh, all right.
Jim, I've known you since I was friends with your sons from Marist, working at the Park District. While I was at the Park District, Jim was a security guard there, the only 24-hour security guard we ever had. You didn't ask for him, but he patrolled every single park all night long. And then throughout all this political process from the township to the city, it's been a long journey. I'm going to miss you.
Alderman Bellato, thank you. I miss your sister, though.
Alderman, I just would like to say thank you. It was an honor being a peer of mine. And I'm going to miss the way you always come out and say, I motion, Mayor.
I try to.
I wish you the best to you and your family. I know you'll still be around and will be helping this administration, but I wish you the best.
Thank you, Alderman Vieira.
And
I still go up to the soccer games.
Yes.
And last but not least, I probably know you the least amount of time, and you've made a profound impression upon me in the positive. You've set a standard and a high mark for all of us to look up to, how to be a good alderman, how to be a good human being. And I thank you for that lesson you've taught me, at least. I hope the rest of us. And I expect to see you around. You better not get lost.
Don't worry.
All right, thanks so
Thank you,
very much.
Alderman Willis.
Thanks for your guidance.
I do want to mention, 14 years ago, I declined a transfer with Ryerson Steel to go to Atlanta, Georgia. And I kicked around on different things since then, in career-wise, but I made the right decision staying in Blue Island. I've got 13 grandchildren, I've got 2 great-grandchildren. I will be spending time with them, but I'm not leaving Blue Island. I'm not sick. My wife and I are 60-some years old, and we're going to start having some quality time, but I will be here to help the city of Blue Island. I'm a member of the Historical Society. I'll be out there for the Dragon boat on June 3rd to help the Browns and everybody. I love Blue Island, and I think we can make it even better. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm not going to say I'm going to miss you because I know you're going to be around. You're going to be around probably as much as you were before, but it's been a pleasure serving with you, 007.
Thank you. City Treasurer?
Yes, I'd like to say that Mr. Johansson's been involved for a long time, as long as I have, and maybe more involved in different areas. And I wish you the best, and I wish you that also that we have an open door policy, that we want all aldermen, previous aldermen, and that includes Mr. Stone in the back, and all the previous aldermen, that have the wisdom and get involved and continue to be involved in our city. And feel free to always open up and give your opinion. Someone's going to be, someone there is to listen, and suggestions and experience and wisdom is always necessary in life.
Thank you, Treasurer.
Thank you for service.
Council? Want to give up the last words?
You want to give a lawyer a microphone?
Don't charge us.
And that's one thing that will be missed the most, is the difficult questions that no one else wants to ask, and you're the first hand up. So I appreciate it because I would rather you ask the question than go on assumption. So Alderman, it's been a pleasure the last 4 years. I know I will see you around, as Randy said, probably the same amount of time as before. So enjoy having some fun with your wife.
Attorney Raines, I appreciate the guidance you've given this council and our administration. Some of my questions come from working in corporate America too long. I was amongst lawyers all the time, working in transportation for a big steel company, and I went to too many of those meetings with lawyers, but you got to ask the questions and try to understand what's really going on. So thank you for your guidance.
Let me move on. So these are the kisses and the candy that our alderman would give us. So I think he has some kind of arrangement with the dentist around here in the city. Any bids, City Clerk?
No bids, Your Honor.
City Clerk's business.
Yes, I need a motion to approve a request from District 130 to host a family wellness fair on Saturday, April 29, 2017. They request Greenwood Avenue to be closed from 123rd to Grimwald from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
I have a motion by Alderman Osling, second by Alderman Slattery. Any questions? Roll call, please.
Johansson.
Aye.
Johansson, aye. Pulos.
Aye.
Pulos, aye. Vieta.
Aye.
Vieta, aye. Bellato.
Aye.
Bellato, aye. Rita.
Aye.
Rita, aye. Carr.
Aye.
Carr, aye. Slattery.
Aye.
Slattery, aye. Osling.
Aye.
Osling, aye. Pittman.
Aye.
Pittman, aye. 9 ayes, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Next, I need a motion to approve a request from District 130 Public Schools to have their Fit for Life initiative, which is a 1 and 2 mile walk run on Thursday, May 18th from 9:15 a.m. until approximately 12:30 p.m.
Any motion by Alderman Rita, second by Alderman Slattery. Any questions? Roll call, please.
Johansson.
Aye.
Johansson, aye. Pulos.
Aye.
Pulos, aye. Vieta.
Aye.
Vieta, aye. Bellato.
Aye.
Bellato, aye. Rita.
Aye.
Rita, aye. Carr.
Aye.
Carr, aye. Slattery.
Aye.
Slattery, aye. Osling.
Aye.
Osling, aye. Pittman.
Aye.
Pittman, aye. 9 ayes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Anything else?
That would be it.
City Treasurer, monthly treasury report.
Yes, all the aldermen should receive the reconciliation statement ending March 31st, 2017. And also I can make a note here that the alderman, that the number at the bottom there is higher because there is restricted funds in there. There, for example, the trail fund, that's $1 million. And then there's the 2 or 3 TIFs that pay the bridges, outstanding debt. So that's why those are restricted funds. It doesn't go, as you see the general funds on top. I just want to make you more aware of it, be aware of that. Thank you. Need a motion?
Need a motion by Alderman Pulos. Do I have a second? By Alderman Rita. Any questions? Roll call, please.
Johansson.
Aye.
Johansson, aye. Pulos.
Aye.
Pulos, aye. Vieta.
Aye.
Vieta, aye. Bellato.
Aye.
Bellato, aye. Rita.
Aye.
Rita, aye. Carr.
Aye.
Carr, aye. Slattery.
Aye.
Slattery, aye. Osling.
Aye.
Osling, aye. Pittman.
Aye.
Pittman, Nine ayes, nine ayes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Anything else?
No, Your Honor.
Attorney, counsel, no report. Committee reports, Community Development Committee, any
No.
report?
No report, Your Honor. Next tentative meeting is May 10th at 7 p.m. at council chambers.
Thank you very much. Finance Committee?
Yes, we had our meeting last night. It was a rescheduled meeting. The following motions passed. Motion for approval of payroll, April 21st, 2017, for $372,716.75. Need a second.
Got a motion, second by Alderman Bellato. Any questions? Roll call, please.
Johansson.
Aye.
Johansson, aye. Kulos.
Aye.
Kulos, aye. Vieta.
Aye.
Vieta, aye. Bellato.
Aye.
Bellato, aye. Rita.
Aye.
Rita, aye. Carr.
Aye.
Carr, aye. Slattery.
Aye.
Slattery, aye. Osling.
Aye.
Osling, aye. Pittman.
Aye.
Pittman, aye. Nine ayes, Your Honor.
Thank you.
I'd like to make a motion for approval of accounts payable from April 19, 2017, in the amount of $319,600.24.
We have a motion. Do I have a second? Alderman Vieira. Any questions? Roll call, please.
Johansson.
Aye.
Johansson, aye. Kulos.
Aye.
Kulos, aye. Vieta.
Aye.
Vieta, aye. Bellato.
Aye.
Bellato, aye. Rita.
Aye.
Rita, aye. Carr.
Aye.
Carr, aye. Slattery.
Aye.
Slattery, aye. Osling.
Aye.
Osling, aye. Pittman.
Aye.
Pittman, aye. Nine ayes, Your Honor.
Thank you.
The following are ordinances regarding TIF 3, which will be ending, and we will be starting TIF 7. An ordinance approving an amended redevelopment plan and project for the City of Blue Island Southwest Residential Area TIF 3 redevelopment project area.
Need a motion?
Mhm.
Second by Alderman Bellato. Any questions? Roll call, please.
Johansson.
Aye.
Johansson, aye. Kulos.
Aye.
Kulos, aye. Vieta.
Aye.
Vieta, aye. Bellato.
Aye.
Bellato, aye. Rita.
Aye.
Rita, aye. Carr.
Aye.
Aye. Slattery.
Aye.
Slattery, aye. Osling.
Aye.
Osling, aye. Pittman.
Aye.
Pittman, aye. Nine ayes, Your Honor.
Thank you.
I'd like to make a motion for an ordinance designating an amended redevelopment project area for the City of Blue Island Southwest Residential Area TIF 3 redevelopment project area.
We have a motion. Do I have a second? Alderman Carr. Any questions? Roll call, please.
Johansson.
Aye.
Johansson, aye. Kulos.
Aye.
Kulos, aye. Vieta.
Aye.
Vieta, aye. Bellato.
Aye.
Bellato, aye. Rita.
Aye.
Rita, aye. Carr.
Aye.
Carr, aye. Slattery.
Aye.
Slattery, aye. Osling.
Aye.
Osling, aye. Pittman.
Aye.
Pittman, aye. Nine ayes.
Thank you.
I'd like to make a motion for an ordinance adopting tax increment financing for an amended City of Blue Island Southwest Residential Area TIF 3 redevelopment project area.
We have a motion. Second by Alderman Osling. Any questions? Roll call, please.
Johansson.
Aye.
Johansson, aye. Kulos.
Aye.
Kulos, aye. Vieta.
Aye.
Vieta, aye. Bellato.
Aye.
Bellato, aye. Rita.
Aye.
Rita, aye. Carr.
Aye.
Carr, aye. Slattery.
Aye.
Slattery, aye. Osling.
Aye.
Osling, aye. Pittman.
Aye.
Pittman, aye. Nine ayes, Your Honor.
Thank you.
And I'd like to make a motion for an ordinance of the City of Blue Island, Cook County, Illinois, approving a tax increment redevelopment plan and redevelopment project for the TIF 7 redevelopment project area.
We have a motion. Do you have a second? Alderman Slattery. Any questions? Roll call, please.
Johansson.
Aye.
Johansson, aye. Kulos.
Aye.
Kulos, aye. Vieta.
Aye.
Vieta, aye. Bellato.
Aye.
Bellato, aye. Rita.
Aye.
Rita, aye. Carr.
Aye.
Carr, aye. Slattery.
Aye.
Slattery, aye. Osling.
Aye.
Osling, aye. Pittman.
Aye.
Pittman, aye. Nine ayes, Your Honor.
Thank you.
I'd like to make a motion for an ordinance of the City of Blue Island, Cook County, Illinois, designating TIF 7 redevelopment project area of said city a redevelopment project area pursuant to the Tax Increment Allocation Redevelopment Act.
We have a motion. Second by Alderman Vieira. Any questions? Roll call, please.
Johansson.
Aye.
Johansson, aye. Kulos.
Aye.
Kulos, aye. Vieta.
Aye.
Vieta, aye. Bellato.
Aye.
Bellato, aye. Rita.
Aye.
Rita, aye. Carr.
Aye.
Carr, aye. Slattery.
Aye.
Slattery, aye. Osling.
Aye.
Osling, aye. Pittman.
Aye.
Pittman, aye. 9 ayes, Your Honor.
Thank you.
And lastly, a motion for an ordinance of the City of Blue Island, Cook County, Illinois, adopting tax increment allocation financing for TIF 7 redevelopment project area.
Motion in the second by Alderman Pittman. Any questions? Roll call, please.
Johansson.
Aye.
Johansson, aye. Pulos.
Aye.
Pulos, aye. Vieta.
Aye.
Vieta, aye. Bellato.
Aye.
Bellato, aye. Rita.
Aye.
Rita, aye. Carr.
Aye.
Carr, aye. Slattery.
Aye.
Slattery, aye. Osling.
Aye.
Osling, aye. Pittman.
Aye.
Pittman, aye. 9 ayes, Your Honor.
Thank you very much. Anything else?
That's it.
Public Health and Safety Committee?
Yes, Your Honor, I've got the minutes from the meeting of April 11th. Present were Director John Rita, Chief James Blinker, Deputy Chief Michael Cornell, Commander Kevin Sisk, Alderman James Johansson, Alderman George Poulos, and myself. Absent were Alderman Dexter Johnson and Alderman Nancy Thompson. Former Alderman Marcia Stone was present as a guest. The meeting was called to order at 6:03 p.m. There's a motion to approve the minutes of the March 28th meeting by Alderman Poulos, second by Alderman Johansson. Motion carried. Under citizens' concerns, Marcia Stone requested that minutes of our meetings be put on the city website. For the fire department had 295 calls in March, 228 were EMS calls. 179 patients were treated, 166 patients were transported, 64 patients refused transport. The fire department responded to 16 general fire alarms and 15 minor fire alarms. They responded to 22 auto aid calls. Most calls were from Posen. They had 12 calls to man the station. They received 2 mutual aid response calls. Both were ambulance calls. Average response time was 5.2 minutes. And medical reimbursement services for March was $53,983.62. False fire alarm fees collected in March were $160. During the month of March, the fire department was called out on 1 train derailment, a structure fire in Calumet Park, and a kitchen fire. Under general, annual wellness exams were completed throughout the month. Frequency of physicals is dictated by the firefighter's age. Under maintenance, truck 2104 is at Fire Service Incorporated for scheduled service. Under fire prevention inspectors completed 27 annual inspections, 2 fire alarm inspections, 1 site inspection, 1 plan review, and 2 license inspections. The training division completed 635 hours of training in March. Firefighter, I forgot his last name. John Duffy. Firefighter John Duffy completed the OSFM Fire Office 2 program, and firefighters Walsh and Haywood completed CPR instructor course. At the March 28th meeting, there was a discussion regarding the compliance engine program. There was a motion to approve by Alderman Johansson, second by Alderman George Poulos. All in favor, motion carried. And I'd like to make a motion for the resolution authorizing the execution of an agreement with Brycer LLC for the compliance engine service.
We have a motion, we have a second by Alderman Johansson. Any questions? Roll call, please.
Johansson.
Aye.
Johansson, aye. Poulos.
Aye.
Poulos, aye. Vieta.
Aye.
Vieta, aye. Bellato.
Aye.
Bellato, aye. Rita.
Aye.
Rita, aye. Carr.
Aye.
Carr, aye. Slattery.
Aye.
Slattery, aye. Osling.
Aye.
Osling, aye. Pittman.
Aye.
Pittman, aye. 9 ayes.
Thank you.
Okay. Under the police department is looking forward to the summer. Officers will be out on patrol on bicycles, ATVs, and on foot. The goal will be to keep Western Avenue problem-free by keeping officers visible and vigilant. They continue to grow and rise to meet the community's needs to better serve. Blue Island officers are now expected to do more than police work. They are ambassadors to the city. Officers are expected to attend local events and interact with the public, whether it is a city event or a block party. Officers are also expected to help those with medical issues. Officers have been trained in the use of Narcan to save a person from overdosing on heroin. All officers will be retrained and recertified in CPR, and the police department is anticipating that automatic external defibrillators will be obtained in the near future. In the month of March, the police department answered 2,281 calls for service, including 495 business premise checks, 77 of which were liquor establishment checks. Under statistics and cases of interest, there were no substantiated alarm calls. There's 1 armed robbery, 2 residential burglaries, and 212 traffic stops. The total money collected for the month of March was $31,151.04. The police department patrolled 12,745 miles. There were 11 felony arrests and 23 misdemeanor arrests. Under calls of interest, on March 26th, the Blue Island Police Department received a call of an armed robbery at the Esparza's restaurant at 13337 Old Western. Too many threes in there. Upon arrival, the responding officers learned that a person entered the restaurant, displayed a gun, and robbed the restaurant. The offender fled in a vehicle. The officers and detectives arrived on the scene and spoke to a witness and found a video of the fleeing offender. The vehicle was located driving near 127th and Western a short time later. The vehicle was stopped and the driver and passenger were taken into custody. The driver and passenger were interviewed. The passenger was released without charges. The driver was later charged with armed robbery. Under liquor establishment calls, there were 3 fight calls and 2 disturbance calls in the month of March. Under injuries, 4 officers were out in March due to previous illnesses and injuries, and an officer became ill at the beginning of the month and did not return until March 27th. Under training, Detective Babbitt attended a 40-hour juvenile school at River Grove. Officer Stamer attended a 40-hour basic hostage negotiation class at Elmhurst Police Department. Deputy Chief Cornell and Sergeant Stokes attended the ILEAS conference in Springfield. Detectives Delgadillo and Donica attended an advanced evidence technician class at Vermont Police Department. Officers Colon and Mauricio attended an updated Illinois Criminal Code class at Skokie Police Department. Sergeant Haro attended the Living the Resilient Life class at Northbrook Police Department. Sergeant Farr and Corporal King attended the Use of Force Update class at Tinley Park Police Department. CPR recertification training for all officers will be completed in April and May, and the updated use of force policy training was completed. Under officer highlights, Sergeant Schultz and his shift apprehended an armed robber. The offender was taken into custody without incident. This was a great job by the patrol and the detectives. Under miscellaneous, the sergeant and corporal exams were completed and posted in March. A new full-time front desk clerk was recently hired, trained, and is working at front desk. The detective division will be working on background checks for new officers. And under events, the police department is working with Kevin Brown in planning the dragon boat races. And the police department participated in the Easter/1-year anniversary at the John D. Rita Recreation Center. Under 911, the 911 center received 9,469 calls in the month of March, and the 911 server has been replaced. Under the health and sanitation, in the month of March, 25 health and sanitation inspections were done. Tom Elliott received a complaint about White Castle, but found nothing of concern when the inspection was completed. Under aldermen's concerns, there was a motion to adjourn. There were no aldermen's concerns. There was a motion to adjourn by Alderman Poulos, second by Alderman Johansson. Motion carried. Meeting was adjourned at 6:17. Our next meeting will be Tuesday, May 23rd at 6 o'clock here in the East Annex.
Thank you very much, Alderman. Municipal Services Committee? Anybody reporting on that?
There's 2 motions.
There's 2 motions. The first one is a resolution of support for Blue Island to reclassify Maple Avenue from 119th Street to Vermont Street as a federal aid urban minor collector route.
We got a motion, got a second by Alderman Osby.
On the question.
Yes, go ahead.
Mayor, or Alderman, can you explain what this is?
If I may.
Go ahead. Alderman?
It's a designation that's going to allow, it doesn't change any of the parking restrictions or anything like that nature. It doesn't change any of the lane configurations. It gives us an ability to look for some federal grant money to repave those streets for that street under the urban program.
That is correct.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. We have a motion, second, Alderman Austin. Would that be okay?
Yes.
Any questions? Roll call, please.
Johansson.
Aye.
Johansson, aye. Kulos.
Aye.
Kulos, aye. Vieta.
Aye.
Vieta, aye. Bellato.
Aye.
Bellato, aye. Rita.
Aye.
Rita, aye. Carr.
Aye.
Carr, aye. Slattery.
Aye.
Slattery, aye. Osling.
Aye.
Osling, aye. Pittman.
Aye.
Pittman, aye. 9 ayes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Next, Alderman.
And second motion to approve an application request from the Morelia Soccer Club.
We have a motion, second by Alderman Johansson. Any questions? Roll call.
Johansson.
Aye.
Johansson, aye. Kulos.
Aye.
Kulos, aye. Vieta.
Abstain.
Abstain. Bellato.
Aye.
Bellato, aye. Rita.
Aye.
Rita, aye. Carr.
Aye.
Carr, aye. Slattery.
Aye.
Slattery, aye. Osling.
Aye.
Osling, aye. Pittman.
Aye.
Pittman, aye. 8 ayes, 1 abstention, Your Honor.
Thank you much. Anything else? Nothing more?
No, that's it.
Thank you very much. Judiciary Committee, any report?
No, no report there. The next meeting is Thursday, May 4th at 7 p.m.
Thank you very much. Any aldermanic announcements or comments? Alderman?
Mr. Mayor, if I may, I want to thank the Treasurer Bellato for all his help these past 4 years in trying to understand finances. When I first came in, it was not looking really well. And I want to thank the administration for tightening things down. We had a finance committee under the direction of Nancy Rita, Tom Hawley before her, that really did what we needed to do. And I appreciate the financial guidance. I want to thank the clerk for the modernizing of our city clerk's department. We actually have ordinances now that we can see and the alderman can actually view easily. I want to thank the mayor for keeping some of the good talent from the previous administration, people like Jason Berry, our Chief Clinker came through that organization, and just want to thank the mayor for the wisdom of not just booting everybody out overnight. It was frustrating at times maybe, but I think we mended together a good team of people, and we look forward to the new people. Director John Rita has been a godsend to this community. He's brought many, many years of public safety service to this community. He's been there juggling a lot of things between a lot of departments to get us on a better path. We've had Deputy Cornell that's actually implemented community policing in our town. He's done a great job of sensitive diversity training with our police officers. We've got a very professional fire department under the leadership of Chief Clinker. We've got good things coming on the business district because of General Jason Commander Sisk and Jim McKeever on the 911 center. We're getting policy and procedures in place and better training manuals. We have done a lot of hard work with this administration, and it was under your guidance, Mayor, and I appreciate being part of it.
Thank you very much. What an honor. Thank you. Any other comments? No? I need a motion to retire to closed session for consideration of pending litigation and other topics.
I so move.
Closed session, all in favor? All in favor? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Let's go.